You have to measure a flat Earth for your globetard. He's using all flat Earth measurements, folks. It makes it truly hilarious. But he's so stupid, he's unaware of it.
That's my spirit level. As
That looks level to me. All right, so we're going to go from level.
you can see, it's quite level. Now,
Usually spirit levels, when you put them level, are usually quite level.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out the wine.
So you got your snacks in here. The crayons that you're going to munch.
Yeah. You get your piece of paper.
All right, so we got our foam board and a level. Okay.
So it's now going to be level. So what you would do is you get your laser pointer. You get your...
Oh. You get your what? Are you pointing this at Polaris? And then you got your level right here? Welcome to Flat Earth. You just snatched your own dumbass wig off.
elevation, right?
Elevation. That's an elevation angle, yes. You need a horizontal plane to acquire it. That's why you're doing this little charade. You're too stupid to realize you just proven Flat Earth right here.
And in practice, it looks like this. And they always point towards the pole star. It will always be due north. Okay, welcome to the back of my rental car.
This looks really good. You got some crayon marks. What's this? Is that your high school protractor? Funny thing, you see this baseline of this protractor? This is going to become very important here.
He graduated from munching on crayons to markers.
I occasionally sleep, and also a laboratory for measuring this.
Yeah, you think this is a laboratory?
So previously we had our laser pointer, and we were pointing it at the pole star, and this was laying flat.
Laying flat? Uh-oh.
This was made level by spirit level.
So you got flat and level. Yes.
Wow.
This is
the
going to...
dedication.
Yeah,
Go on,
the dedication, you're right. This is going to convince his dumbass subscribers.
And then I would point
Remember, he's got a level, right? And everything was flat. That's what he said.
the angle up such that I got the elevation right for
Oh, so you're...
the pulse.
So that's an elevation angle. You know, elevation angles require a horizontal plane, but you already showed us that, didn't you? You're going to show us again how you did it.
And the reason the lines are a little on the wide side for this is because they're being drawn with a fairly chunky
No, you chewed off half the tip. Don't be lying, Thunderflat.
marker. But,
Yeah,
you know, as long as they're parallel lines, that should be good.
they look parallel to me,
Good. So,
especially these two.
Just saying.
South, and then we got the red ones, which is where. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure up these angles, for which I'm going to cheat and use a protractor.
You're going to cheat and use a protractor. How is that cheat? Aren't these angle measurements? That's what you use, a protractor. That's all a sextant is, folks. It's a glorified protractor. That's all it is.
to make my life easier, I am going to get some parallel lines drawn on there.
Why are you going to use parallel lines?
Because curves are not good.
Line 1, that's good.
Curve's not good.
Parallel line 2.
Parallel line. And it's funny that you used your level for that.
Let's measure up this blue guy first.
Oh, whoa. Wait a second. See that horizontal line? That's a horizontal plane right there. That means it has to be flat to acquire an elevation angle. You just snatched your own dumbass wig off again. Thank you very much. And look at the base of this protractor. That looks horizontal too. It also looks parallel to this horizontal line and that horizontal line.
We measure the angle fairly
Measure the angle very accurately.
accurately. 37.5.
Thank you. Welcome to Flat Earth. Those are flat too.
Okay, so those are all my numbers.
All right.
And my spreadsheet assures me that the average of all of these is 37.2. And
37.2 elevation angle average gotten from Flat Earth because you can't get them any other way.
the average of all of these is 41.8.
All these are elevation angles that can only be acquired from a horizontal plane. Period. End of story. I mean, there's no discussion. It's over.
But why isn't he saying what these angles are? These flat Earth elevation angles to Polaris.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Well,
so
he doesn't have to say it. He already showed it with his parallel lines and his protractor. So how do we know the distance? Going how far?
4.6 degrees
That's not a distance. It's 4.6 degrees. Where do we get the distance from?
around the Earth. Okay, so we're going to work in
With the map legend. Thunderclap clown.
kilometers.
Wait a second. You're measuring. Get your friggin' hair out. Oh, so here we go, Brian. He's in big trouble with this. See this, Brian.
Is that in statute miles?
It doesn't matter which miles it's in. It says 150
It's a
miles.
linear.
I think it's what was that word?
Linear.
That's correct.
Yeah, all miles on maps are in statute miles.
Yes.
Yeah, and statute miles are horizontals.
Yes.
Straight line. The statute mile itself is a straight line. Because if it wasn't, then the foot of the inch can't be a straight line.
Yep.
That's simple, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So how is Thunderclap Clown, shout out to Tony, how is Thunderclap Clown using this on his Baltard? This is linear. You need a spherical measure. He doesn't even realize that he's that stupid. And then what he's going to do is put these measure with his caliper on a flat map, proving flat Earth again. Watch him.
And
Well, what he's going
first
to
point-
do is he's going to use statute miles, and that will be linear distances on a map, and then he's going to convert them to nautical miles via the angle. And he's going to pre-assume that nautical miles, that should give it away, miles, are somehow an arc distance. It's like, no. Where did you get the feet and mile length of a nautical mile?
Yeah.
That's what you need to come back with.
Yep.
just here in Laramie.
No. You can't put this on a flat map, dude. You live on a Baltard.
And our second point was here in the Great
I
Sun.
like the little pivot right there on a flat map, Baltard. He's using all flat Earth measurements, folks. That's why it makes it truly hilarious. But he's so stupid, he's unaware of it.
So we know that we've got a sphere.
Textbook definition of begging the question fallacy. We don't have a sphere. You just used all flat Earth measurements. You see there, glurfs. You have to measure a flat Earth for your globetard. We've been saying that for a couple months now. He's just putting it into practice right here.
Multiply it by 400.
Okay.
And it turns out we need about 77 of these slices
Yeah, air tosser knees.
to go all the way around the Earth. And 77 times 400 is, according to the spreadsheet, 31,000 kilometers.
That's wrong. You came up with the wrong answer. That's not the circumference of the Earth. Thunderclap clown.
Which is definitely on the small side.
You think?
Yeah, just so we're clear, the actual circumference of the Earth is about 40,000 kilometers.
So he got the wrong answer, folks. You can't make this shit up.
You might think I'd be kind of upset and feel inferior and
No, we just think you're a dumbass.
failure in being about 10,000 kilometers off in the size of
He's 10,000 kilometers off.
the Earth. But in reality, for less than $100, less than a day,
For less than $100, folks.
and for
You
you
can get the wrong answer too. Hey, what a clown. Thunderclap clown.
using a high school protractor.
How's this a high school protractor?
If you were to actually go off of his maths, he's just come up with a circle that has internal angles of 281.47 degrees.
Is that what he just did?
Yeah, he debunked the circle.
Whether all this is just distraction, just critique the method that's pathetic. Yeah, critique the outcome. Just so you have to ignore that all of this is a flat Earth elevation angle. All of this assumption is based upon. It's nothing as badly as it's done and as inaccurate as it's done. There's nothing new here other than avoiding the point These are flat Earth elevation angles.
Adam is correct. He's demonstrated that you can drive hundreds of miles, sleep out in the wilderness, buy a load of things that prove that the Earth is not a globe, use them proving the Earth is not a globe, and then get the wrong answer for a globe that you're trying to actually measure. Most people will focus on the fact that he got his answer wrong, as opposed to focusing on the actual processes he used. You can't measure a sphere with those processes.
Look at that protractor. What's it got? It's got a flat baseline. Even the grid system that he's going to presuppose to do his calculation on is derived from flat Earth elevation angles to Polaris initially. That's the point he's trying to move past constantly. And that's the only point you need to keep pointing out to him. So your starting point here is a flat Earth elevation angle to Polaris. Welcome to flat Earth, dude.
That's what he did. He used a bunch of flat Earth measurements, and then he conjured a sphere and drew a circle.
Yeah, by doing that flim flam.
But I don't hear anybody crying.
You don't need to cry, Neil. Yeah? Because what's he doing? He's out there in the rain and shine, measuring flat Earth elevation angles. What he does with them afterwards, he's more than welcome to do.
Don't forget the skaters.
What he's done, in reality, is measure flat Earth elevation angles. So there's nothing to cry about. How's he prove his ball? He measures flat Earth elevation angles.
I've been crying, laughing the whole time. Go ahead, Brian.
Thank you, QE. Just when you were reading out the comments, you just stopped short. If they understood maths, geometry, and science, they wouldn't be flat earthers. That's someone who watched this video. That's the level of intellect that's watching this guy's channel and actually supporting it.
Well, that's sad.
So I just noticed this. Earth circumference approximately 40,000 kilometers. Then down here we got Thunderclap Clown Earth. Circumference 31,000. See this down here? He even put his name to it. What a moron.
And a $10 bubble level. I'm actually pretty happy with that. You see, I can actually...
You're happy with a bubble level? What? Do levels invoke some type of emotions in people?
I think what he's stating, he's actually pretty happy with the measurements that he made that don't match a globe or the globe he wanted to match. That's the problem with our opposition. We would not be happy with that if we were trying to do something and we ended up being 25% out from what it should be. Then that would not be a happy day. But they're okay with that because it's just 25%, give or take. It's okay.
Wow.
Look up the cheat codes and find out what the actual answers are.
What's the cheat code?
Latitude for the Beetlejuice is...
Latitude? Is that your cheat code? You just cheated with a flat Earth measurement, you dumbass crap. Those latitude are measured with elevation angles. The ones, all these elevation angles, the latitudes are elevation angles.
That might be a Freudian slip.
Yep.
You mean how you calculate it if you're on a ball? Yeah. But the cheat code is that, yeah, exactly that. These grid references are obtained from a flat Earth. Dude.
Yep.
That is cheat, isn't it?
Yeah, his cheat code for his globe tard or flat Earth measurements. That's what he just said.
Wow. Good
How
grief.
big is a half-degree error in reality?
Okay, for a perspective of angular sizes.
Oh, no.
Pardon me.
No. Objection, Your Honor. You can't have perspective or angular size changes on a globe tard. Sorry about that. Your Honor, sustained. Go ahead.
You can't apply accuracy to an inappropriate equation. You're applying a spherical radius to a flat plane. Accuracy has nothing to do with it at that point.
You focus on the critique because it's so easy to critique. Oh no, you're half an inch out and you're demonstrating that by getting your little pinky out. It's easy to laugh at and then ignore the fact that he's doing all of this with flat Earth elevation angles.
Yes, sir.
Every single bit of it.
Yep.
He's on a flat Earth.
Yep, we already demonstrated that. Too easy.